point that we had today. However, I think the weather deprived the supporters a good game. I think the teams came, you could see the team still wanted to play. They tried to play under such conditions. So yeah, I think the weather today played its part, and 1-1 score will take it, and we'll move on.
Your lineup today, I mean, the new loanee straight into the starting lineup. What did you make of his contribution today?
Yeah, look, he's a player that everybody knows. He's a player that is still trying to understand the way we do things, and he has been with us for some time now. And for him to start today, it shows that his experience and the quality we really want to use, because we know what he can do. We saw he had some good moments also here, playing after a long time. So we are happy with his contribution, and yeah, for sure we are making a depth, because we still have the players that came. You can see the players that came towards the end of the game. Like I've said to you, those were the weapons players that you will say come towards the end of the game, inject still some more energy, but the conditions were not good. And yeah, I'm happy with his contribution. Can mention Ramala also played today's first game today, and he did well, and unfamiliar position for that matter. And so, but I must say that Polokwane City gave us a tough time, especially with their speedy Daniels there. I think Daniels today, I think he was good. He was giving us problems every time he was on the ball or going to the space.
Coach, are you expecting this to be the tone for 2025? That kind of toughness that you got from Polokwane City, that this is the tone for 2025?
You could see yesterday there were no goals. I don't know the other game that is kept playing later. Today is 1-1. Now you see that the teams have started to be more stronger, and now the teams, they know what to expect from each and every one. So it makes it even harder. So if you play your home game, you get a point. You go away, you play home game, you get 3 points. You go away, get a point, you have on 4 points. You take it as a coach, because last game we are playing at home. We collected maximum points. Today we are away, we got a point. I think the guys are working very hard. Credit must go to them and the technical team also, and the support that we are getting from the management, the chairman, the CEO, because it's not easy. It's a lot of games, a lot of traveling, and a lot of logistics even before that. So I think everybody in Sekhukhune United is holding on, and yeah, the tone, you can see we are expecting a very difficult, not even second round. The last games of the first round, you see the goals are starting to dry up. Teams are working hard.
Fourth on the league table, coach, I think. Can you maintain that position or even climb up?
Never. Fourth, yeah, it can change after tonight. After tonight, it can change. It has changed last week also. So the margins are small. That is why we say, as long as you are not or losing the matches, you are still collecting here and there, and then at home you make sure that you collect maximum points. You continue, still a long way to go. I still think that this clock still can change, even from position 1 to position 16. There's still going to be some changes. There's still a lot of games to be played, and there's still a long way to go. And we are happy for now that we collected a point. We're adding to 3 points that we got last game. And where we are, we are okay, but we know that still a long way to go. But as long as at this time we play 10 games, we are on 17 points, the first in the history of the team at this time of the season, and we are happy with it, because the most important thing that we want to do as a team is to improve each and every time.
You did not have Mbule today, coach. What happened? Did he get a knock or something?
Did not have Boeli also. Let me rotate my squad. Let me work on the squad. If you check my fixtures now, you'll see that we have to give some rest some other players. And Mbule coming, he hasn't been playing where he's coming from. And then we gave also Tadisa today. Boeli is there. We are trying to rotate Oizo. We haven't seen him in a long time. So we are trying to rotate and make sure that we give each and everyone game time, so that whenever we need, because this January and February is going to be a very difficult period for us, so we are trying to manage it. But so if anyone gets a little bit of a knock, we don't want to risk it. We try and give the medical team, whenever they advise us that, look, let us not risk it because you can still go. But to answer your question, yeah, both of them were there. They have knocks, and then it was just precautions to not to have them today.
Coach, Stefana, obviously coming back on loan as well. His assessment as well, what did you make? Obviously, haven't seen him yet back in action. And also just want to ask you about Jamie Weber. Is he going to be playing anytime soon?
Like I said to you, it's one of the things that, as a club, we are trying to assemble a team that is strong, and the players, they know that they need to compete. So Sefama and Weber, they're still part of the Sekhukhune technical team. They are still registered with the team, but the players now need to work hard. There are some players that you haven't seen. You haven't seen Ngobo, of course, for some time, and he's injured also. But you haven't seen some other players that are still there. So they are waiting for their chance. We're gonna work hard. You saw HB. You once saw him Cameroon. You saw him when we were playing the Cape game. He's not there. So we've got a little bit of a squad that we are what you can say, we are spoiled, or they're giving us a headache. Nice. So every time whenever we put a team, we're putting a team that we think that deserves to play. And everyone knows now that you have to work hard in order to, once the technical team is convinced enough that you are ready to come and contribute, you will see the players that will come in. The season, like I've said, is still long. There's still cups that is coming. So no, everybody is still in our books, and expect to see the rotation in future, and the players will be there. And then please don't worry, they are still our players.
You have, I think, Amazulu next, coach. Yeah, your take on that game. What do you expect from it?
2 away games. We've got a point today. If you can ask me how many points you want at Amazulu, I'll tell you 3 straight away. But a point will take it. Amazulu is not, is playing well. It's a team that has improved a lot. And you can see also the last time we checked the log when we started, they were at the bottom of the log. If we check now where they are and the way they play. I think even yesterday they were just unlucky not to have 1 or 2 goals. So we are expecting a very difficult game, Amazulu, but we are not surprised because I told you that you can see just the first set of games that after in 2025 you can see it's going to be very difficult. So Amazulu is one of the teams also that is always giving us problems, and it will be nice to have 1 over them. We are going there to fight, and hopefully we can get maximum points. That is what we are looking for. But yeah, if we not, we'll take a point and then we'll build on going forward. So yeah, Amazulu is going to be a very tough one again. 2 away games in a row. What can we do?
Yeah, today you were a little bit